Welcome. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of plant root apex theories. The root apex is the very tip of a plant root, and it plays a crucial role in the growth and development of plants. Understanding how cells at the root apex function and organize themselves helps us appreciate the complexity of plant life. In this video, we'll explore several important theories that explain how the root apex is structured and how it contributes to plant growth. Let's begin by looking at the foundational concepts that have shaped our understanding of root development. First theory we'll discuss is the apical cell theory. This theory suggests that a single apical cell located at the root apex is responsible for the entire process of root growth. This cell acts as the main driver, dividing and giving rise to all other cells in the root tip. The apical cell theory is particularly applicable to certain groups of plants, such as Pteridophyta and Gymnosperms. However, it does not apply to Angiosperms, which have a different organizational structure at their root apex. This distinction is important for understanding the diversity of plant growth mechanisms. Let's take a closer look at where the apical cell theory is relevant. In Pteridophyta and Gymnosperms, the root apex is organized around a single apical cell. This cell is the origin point for all other root tissues. However, in Angiosperms, the root apex is more complex and does not rely on a single apical cell. Instead, multiple groups of cells contribute to root growth. This difference highlights the evolutionary diversity among plant groups and shows how different strategies have evolved for root development. Moving on, we have the histogen concept, introduced by Hanstein. This concept proposes that the root apex is made up of several groups of cells, each with a specific role in forming different tissues. Instead of a single apical cell, there are multiple histogens or tissue-generating regions that work together to build the root. This idea helps explain the complexity seen in many plant roots, especially in angiosperms, where multiple cell layers and tissue types are present. First histogen is the dermatogen. This group of cells is responsible for forming the outermost layer of the root, known as the epibulma or epidermis. The epibulma acts as a protective barrier and is involved in the absorption of water and nutrients from the soil. By understanding the role of the dermatogen, we can appreciate how plants protect their delicate root tips while still allowing for essential interactions with their environment. Next, we have the peribulum. This histogen gives rise to the cortex, which includes the endodermis. The cortex is a thick layer of cells that stores nutrients and helps transport water and mineral inward toward the vascular tissues. The endodermis, a specialized layer within the cortex, acts as a selective barrier, regulating the flow of substances into the plant's vascular system. The peribulum's role is crucial for both storage and selective transport within the root. Pleorum is another important histogen. It is responsible for producing the vascular tissues and the pith of the root. Vascular tissues such as xylem and phloem are essential for transporting water, minerals, and nutrients throughout the plant. The pith, found at the center of the root, provides structural support. By generating these critical tissues, the pleorum ensures that the root can effectively support the plant's growth and survival. Monocot plants, there is a special histogen called the catalephagen. This group of cells forms the root cap, a protective structure that covers the very tip of the root. The root cap shields the delicate growing tissues as the root pushes through the soil. It also helps the root sense gravity and navigate its environment. The catalephagen's role is especially important in monocots, where the root cap is a distinct and vital feature. Another key concept is the quiescent center. This refers to a region at the root apex where cells are largely inactive or quiescent. These cells have low levels of RNA and protein, and they remain in a resting phase called the G0 phase. The quiescent center acts as a reserve of cells that can become active if needed, such as when the root tip is damaged. This concept highlights the plant's ability to maintain a balance between growth and protection. Quiescent center serves as a backup system for the root apex. When the actively dividing cells at the tip are damaged or depleted, the quiescent cells can become active and start dividing to replace them. This ensures that the root can continue to grow and repair itself even under stressful conditions. The presence of a quiescent center is a remarkable adaptation that helps plants survive in challenging environments. As roots grow and develop, some cells become fully matured and differentiated. These are known as permanent tissues. Permanent tissues have lost the ability to divide and are specialized for specific functions. They can be living or dead, and their cell walls may be thin or thick depending on their role. Permanent tissues provide structure, support, and protection for the plant, ensuring its long-term health and stability. Permanent tissues are fully developed and have distinct characteristics. They may be composed of living cells such as parenchyma or dead cells like sclerenchyma. The cell walls can vary in thickness, providing either flexibility or rigidity. These tissues are essential for maintaining the plant structure and performing specialized functions, such as storage, transport, and protection. Understanding permanent tissues helps us see how plants achieve both strength and adaptability. Now let's focus on the root cap, a specialized structure at the tip of the root. The root cap is formed by specific histogens and plays a vital role in protecting the growing root tip. It also helps the root sense its environment and navigate through the soil. The formation and function of the root cap are key topics in understanding root apex theories. Root cap is made up of several layers of cells that are constantly being produced and sloughed off as the root grows. This continuous renewal helps protect the delicate meristematic tissues behind the cap. The root cap also secretes mucilage, a slippery substance that eases the root's passage through the soil. These features make the root cap an essential part of root development. Root cap serves several important functions. It protects the meristematic cells at the root tip from mechanical injury as the root pushes through the soil. The cap also helps the root sense gravity, guiding its growth direction. Additionally, the mucilage secreted by the root cap lubricates the soil, making it easier for the root to move forward. These combined functions are vital for healthy root growth. Shift our focus to the camellar type of root structure. In this type, the root tissues are arranged without intercellular spaces. This compact arrangement is seen in certain plants such as Eupatorium. The lack of spaces between cells gives the root extra strength and rigidity, which can be beneficial in specific environments. Understanding the camellar type helps us appreciate the diversity of root structures in the plant kingdom. Eupatorium is a great example of a plant with camellar type roots. In these roots, the tissues are tightly packed and there are no intercellular spaces. This structure provides extra support and helps the plant anchor itself firmly in the soil. By studying plants like Eupatorium, scientists can learn more about how root structure affects plant stability and growth. Now that we've explored different theories and structures, let's compare them. The apical cell theory emphasizes a single cell driving growth, while the histogen concept involves multiple groups of cells with specialized roles. The quiescent center adds another layer of complexity, acting as a reserve for regeneration. Each theory provides unique insights into how roots grow and adapt to their environment. Evolution of root theories reflects advances in plant science. Early theories focused on simple models like the apical cell theory, but as research progressed, more complex ideas like the histogen concept and quiescent center emerged. These developments show how scientific understanding grows over time, building on previous knowledge and incorporating new discoveries. Studying the root apex is crucial for understanding plant growth and development. The root apex contains the cells responsible for generating all other root tissues. By learning how these cells function and interact, scientists can develop better strategies for improving crop growth, soil health, and plant resilience. Root apex studies are at the heart of plant biology research. Understanding root apex theories has practical applications in agriculture. By manipulating root growth and development, farmers can enhance crop yields, improve nutrient uptake, and increase resistance to environmental stresses. Knowledge of root structure and function helps in breeding better plants and managing soils more effectively, leading to more sustainable agricultural practices. Health of the root apex directly impacts the overall health of the plant. Damage to the root tip can stunt growth, reduce nutrient absorption, and make the plant more susceptible to disease. By protecting and supporting the root apex, gardeners and farmers can ensure that their plants remain vigorous and productive throughout the growing season. Researchers use advanced techniques to study the root apex, including microscopy and molecular biology. These tools allow scientists to observe cell division, differentiation, and gene expression in real time. By unraveling the mysteries of the root apex, researchers can make breakthroughs in plant science that benefit agriculture, ecology, and even medicine. Future of root apex research is bright. Scientists are exploring new ways to enhance root growth, improve stress tolerance, and increase crop productivity. Advances in genetics and biotechnology are opening up exciting possibilities for modifying root structure and function. As our understanding deepens, we can expect even more innovative solutions to agricultural challenges. Summarize the key concepts we've covered. The apical cell theory, histogen concept, quiescent center, and camellar type roots each offer unique perspectives on how roots grow and function. Understanding these theories helps us appreciate the complexity and adaptability of plants. Each concept contributes to a broader picture of plant development and survival. Visual aids, such as diagrams and microscopic images, are invaluable for understanding root structures. These visuals help us see the arrangement of cells, tissues, and specialized regions like the root cap and quiescent center. By studying these images, we can better grasp the organization and function of the root apex. Connecting theoretical knowledge to practical applications is essential. By applying what we know about root apex theories, we can improve plant breeding, soil management, and crop production. This integration of theory and practice is key to advancing both science and agriculture, ensuring food security for future generations. Despite advances, root research faces challenges. Roots grow underground, making them difficult to observe and study. Environmental factors such as soil type and moisture also influence root development. Overcoming these challenges requires innovative techniques and interdisciplinary collaboration among scientists. Roots are highly adaptable, responding to changes in their environment. The structure and function of the root apex allow plants to adjust to varying soil conditions, water availability, and nutrient levels. This adaptability is a key factor in plant survival and success across diverse habitats. Conclusion: the study of root apex theories reveals the intricate mechanisms that drive plant growth and adaptation. From the apical cell theory to the histogen concept and beyond, each idea adds depth to our understanding of plant biology. By continuing to explore these concepts, we can unlock new ways to support plant health, improve agriculture, and appreciate the incredible complexity of the natural world.